Hi, Mr. Roulette. The family is wondering when we're going to schedule the reading of my sister's will. That's a call I got just last week. And in my 30 years as an estate planning attorney, I have to break some disappointing news. Will readings like you see in the movies? Well, that's a myth. And this Hollywood myth is costing families thousands of dollars. Hi, I'm Chuck Roulet. I'm an estate and elder law planning attorney licensed in both Florida and in Minnesota. And in today's video, I'm going to reveal what actually happens when someone dies, and more importantly, how to protect your family from unnecessary probate costs and delays. Now, before we begin, if you haven't already, make sure you click the like and subscribe button so you'll be notified when I post new videos like this one. Have a question? Post it in the comments below and I may answer it in an upcoming video. And if you stay until the end, I'll share some resources where you can discover more. So let's first discuss the Hollywood myth. You've seen it 100 times in movies and TV shows. The mahogany office, the families gathered around the desk, and the attorney dramatically reading, "Being of sound mind and body." Well, it's a myth. As estate planning attorneys, we're not even sure where Hollywood got this idea. There are no dramatic will readings in law offices. Instead, here's what actually happens. If someone dies without a will, the family goes to probate court. And a judge decides who's in charge and who gets everything based on state law, and everything becomes part of the public record. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, well, how about if there is a will? My family won't have to go to probate, right? Well, if there is a will, it's the same process. You still go to probate court. See, a will is a set of written instructions to a probate court judge. It has zero legal power until the court says so. You cannot, and I repeat, cannot, just meet in a lawyer's office, read a will, and then start handing out the assets to everyone. So the reading of the will, well, it doesn't look like this. The family gathered in a lawyer's office while he or she reads the will and then proceeds to sign the paperwork to transfer title to the heirs in the family. No, the reality is that it looks like this. The family gathered in a crowded courtroom along with dozens of other people in cases that are on the court docket, all waiting to talk to the judge. And a will does not avoid that. So let me share a story with you about Sarah. Despite her trying to get him to prepare an estate plan for years, her husband passed away without one. He was convinced that it wasn't necessary and that she, as his surviving wife, would just inherit everything. Unfortunately, since he had children from a prior marriage, that's not what state law actually provided. Worse, there had been a falling out between Sarah and the two kids she and her husband had and his previous children. And this resulted in an expensive legal battle that could have been prevented had her husband taken the time to document his wishes with a written estate plan. Now, remember the client who called about his sister? Well, she had done something smart. She'd created a trust. That meant her family was able to completely avoid the probate court. So with a trust, the successor trustee was able to immediately access accounts and pay bills. Everything stays private. There's no court involvement. There's minimal costs compared to going through probate, and the administration of the estate can usually be accomplished much faster than going through a probate proceeding. So instead of asking about will readings, here are some of the questions you should be asking. For example, how do I avoid probate completely? What if I become incapacitated? How do I protect my kids' inheritance in the event they get divorced or if they have a bankruptcy due to a job loss or unforeseen medical expenses? These are some of the questions that actually matter. And if you're between the ages of 50 and 75, you own your home and you have assets to protect, don't let Hollywood myths guide your planning. The families who plan properly experience much smoother transitions. Those who don't, months of court, tens of thousands in unnecessary costs, and unnecessary stress for the family. If you would like to discover more or schedule a consultation to discuss your own planning, visit us at roulettelaw.com. Also, join us in my upcoming masterclass, where I'll be revealing some of the strategies I use with my private clients to help them avoid probate, save on taxes, protect the money they leave for their kids in the event they get divorced, and much more. And you can sign up by clicking the link in the description below. Don't leave your family's future to Hollywood fiction. Let's create a real plan that actually works. If this video helped you understand some of the truths about estate planning, hit that like button and subscribe for more myth-busting content. And remember, the best time to plan was yesterday. The second best time is right now. I hope you found this video helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in either the masterclass or an upcoming video. Be well.